Finally, the exams are over. You just finished the work you were supposed to do for the day, you come home, power up your gaming computer or console, only to stare at your static screen like it's content. What happened to all those days where you rushed home from school to power up your device like it's a matter of life and death? What happened to laughing with your friends and discovering a new item, creating OP team comps, or getting an insane clip? Can we still catch the gaming high and enjoyment we had years ago? Oh me, oh my, but absolutely. What makes video games less fun? Well, first of all, if you clicked on this video, you're probably past high school and have responsibilities. Otherwise, you'd still be living your glorious gaming life and would be more concerned about getting out of silver in League of Legends or saving your precious lunch money to buy some V-Bucks instead of watching my video. That brings us to one of the first reasons: responsibilities.
No thanks. I'm too old for that silly kid stuff. Too old? Yeah, I got responsibilities now.
As the saying goes, time is money, and as we grow up we have less and less time to spend on activities we enjoy and more time to worry about chores and work, in turn making our video game journey less enjoyable. Before, we used to only worry about, oh man, I'll get another detention if I don't do my homework and play instead. Whatever, Billy.
Okay, let's go.
While now, it sounds more like, oh man, if I queue up for another competitive game, I'll get angry at my teammates again, and I'll go to sleep late, making my workday miserable. Let's be honest, it's miserable anyways, but now it'd be like miserable. Working 8 hours a day, or even more, depending on the job, leaves us drained of energy, and honestly, just tired, making us less enthusiastic to play something. Another reason for why video games are less fun is the fact that plenty of new video games are just reskins. Let's be honest, queuing in a game of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was extremely fun when you were in high school. The graphics, the novelty, the gameplay, it was perfect. Years later, Call of Duty 25, Ultimate, Modern, Black Ops, Cold War, or any other variation is just a reskin with a new price sticker. Unfortunately, the same can be said about most single-player games or RPGs. Quests used to be like a novelty for our 12-year-old monkey brain. But since most games reuse the same holy trinity of quests, we can always have a good idea of what we're going to do before we have to approach the NPC. Let me guess, Mr. NPC, I have to either fetch or deliver a package, kill a certain amount of enemies, or collect a certain amount of plants or something along the lines.
Why you boring me? I'm right.
In short, we see plenty of repetition and the same variation of gameplay because, shocker, game companies care about making money, not masterpieces. From their point of view, it's better to release Assassin's Creed 25 than to try their hand at a new project and risk bringing in less revenue. What makes video games fun? Okay folks, let's get out of the depressed.exe territory and engage our curiosity brain cells for a second. So, what makes games fun? The novelty, the social aspect of the game for multiplayer games, and the game just being actually good. Do you remember PUBG? Do you remember Overwatch? Do you remember World of Warcraft on release? What made those games so memorable and fun to play? The novelty of experience. PUBG, for example, was like no other game, and everybody knows it. Despite being laggy, despite being buggy, was most of all extremely fun, and its past popularity speaks for itself. The game felt different, it was new, it was refreshing, and it was finally time to do something else than TDM or search and destroy over and over again. What about World of Warcraft? You guessed it, champ, the novelty of experience. MMOs weren't really big before World of Warcraft completely revolutionized the genre. For the first time, an MMO truly felt alive, and the excitement of discovering a new world made it the bestseller for years. Even now, a lot of the MMOs are usually very fun for the first couple of weeks, where you get to discover the game mechanics, get introduced to the bosses, the stories, and so on. Once you learn the game and start min-maxing, the fun factor starts to die. The game starts feeling more like a chore and less like a game. Next, we have the social aspect. To put it simply, even if a game sucks, it's more fun to play it with somebody else. Finally, to enjoy a game, it simply just has to be good. Let's take a look at Elden Ring, for example. What makes it such a good game? It's not novel anymore, as we already had a couple Dark Souls series so far, so we knew what to expect from combat and exploration. The game is mostly single player, so the social aspect, although there, isn't as big as an MMO or a competitive FPS. So what makes the game so enjoyable? It's just a good game. It works. It does the same variation of things, but it executes it to perfection. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is my first video, and to celebrate it, I'll be giving away a $20 Steam gift card to one of my subscribers. Given my exorbitant amount, this is totally not my mom. I'd say your chances of winning are pretty high. That's it. Bye bye.